In this lesson, we'll talk about some anomalies, idiosyncrasies, and dangers of the first line. Remember, we said that in the opening, it's not recommended to play on the first line or next to it, because there is no victory there. But imagine that this is the end of the game. All of the territories are complete, and here we have these black and white walls. The only gap between them is on the first line. So it's black's turn, and black wants to close the borderline. We've seen this in the course with the rules, but because it's so incredibly common, something like this happens at the end of every game of Go. Let's take another look at it. Black plays here. All of this is white's territory, and of course white wants to protect it. If white doesn't respond at all, then black will keep on jumping here and destroy this white territory. So of course white needs to do something, and there's no need to look for anything fancy. So there's no need to play something like this to block this territory and still allow black to get inside. The best thing white can do is just block directly, because this is the first line and this black stone only had 2 liberties. Now, only 1 left, Atari. But now let's imagine that black goes into berserk mode and plays another Atari. How would you respond? Of course, this black's Atari is meaningless because white played Atari first, remember? So white can simply capture the black stone. And the result is very good for white. This black stone will remain captured inside white's territory. So after black plays on the first line, and white blocks like this, black needs to connect. And next, very important, this white stone only has 2 liberties left. So if white doesn't do anything, black will Atari, and surprisingly, white can't save the stone. If white tries to extend, another Atari. Trying to save it, another one. And this will go all the way until all of the white stones will be captured in the corner. So, white needs to spend a move and defend here. And now the black and white territories at the bottom are completely determined. And when it gets to the corner, you have to be extra careful because your stones have even fewer liberties. Like for example, in this corner here, if black wants to determine the borderline, black will play here, and white wants to block directly, like this. But wait, let's count how many liberties this white stone has. Only 1. So this was a mistake. Black can capture the stone right now. So actually the best that white can do here is simply descend like this. But let's say that white played this and black captured. White blocks, and now black can just connect like this, right? No, let's count the liberties again. How many liberties do these 3 stones have? Again, only 1. That means that white can capture all of them right now. This is terrible for black. So if this happened, the correct decision will be to connect here first and allow white to capture that stone. Why am I telling you all this? Well, first of all, when your stones are on the first line or in the corner, you have to count your liberties carefully. And second, you can use these anomalies of the first line to your advantage. They can help you achieve your goals or sometimes capture your opponent's stones. Let's have a look. Let's imagine that we have this position close to the edge. It's white's turn, so how should white attack the black stone? If white now tries to finish the territory on the first line just like before, playing Atari, and black connects, then this will be a mistake, because in this case white actually has something a lot better. Instead of this, white can Atari toward the first line. Now the only way for black to escape is to play here. And next, white can Atari from either side, and the black stones will be captured. If black tries to escape, white captures the 3 stones. And in the same way, white can Atari from this side, and again, black can't really escape. The 3 stones are in Atari, and white will capture them. So after white plays this Atari, there is no way for black to save the stone. And the best thing that black can do here is to Atari from the other side, sacrifice the stone, let white capture it, and then black just plays elsewhere. Atari toward the first line is a very useful trick, and it happens a lot in real games, and beginners often tend to miss it. So hopefully after this, you can watch out for it in your games and see it when it happens next time. And here's one more example where Atari toward the first line is the only move. Here, white is trying to escape from the ladder, and white has a plan. But what do you think? Can white escape? Let me show you white's plan first. So white thinks that after this, black will Atari, white will escape, another Atari, and now this stone will help white escape from the ladder. Atari on the black stone. Black will have to connect, and white stones are connected. But there's a flaw in white's plan, because black has a plan of his own. After white escapes, black Ataris, and now black is not going to Atari from the bottom, but black is going to Atari like this, toward the first line again. And you can see that in this case, this white stone on the right can't really help white at all. And all of the white stones will be inevitably captured. Atari. Atari toward the first line is actually a very simple technique. All you need to do is just push your opponent's stones toward the first line, and avoid this happening to your stones, of course. All you need is a little practice. By the way, you can also watch these lessons on our platform, gomagic.org. Except there, you'll watch them with interactive quizzes right within the lessons and practical exercises right after them. And if you enjoy watching these Go videos and you don't want to miss others like this one, go smash that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and this is Go Magic.